Now, this is a non-tropical system, okay? There's not going to be winds with it like Harvey or with Imelda, but it's going to be similar as far as rainfall amounts. I think 2, maybe as much as 3 feet of rain is possible. Let's see, if we got 10 to 15 inches of rain today, and we say a conservative 5 inches on top of that, that's right on through Friday, that's 20 inches. So that means that it's going to add up real quick to maybe 20 to 30, 35 inches of rainfall. Horstman's Western Store, they're at 70 degrees on the roofing 911 Skycam tonight, tomorrow, and on into Tuesday and Wednesday. It looks like we have a moderate risk of flash flooding. No surprises there from what we've seen. This is because we have a very tropical air mass over our area. Upper level disturbances will interact with that and instability to create the potential for more flooding. As you can see, starting to get some breaks across the area. Otherwise, nothing like what we've seen earlier today. And we do expect later on this evening that things should be winding down. As far as flash flooding, up towards the lakes area, no more warnings there. Over towards West Jefferson County, including Hampshire and Fannett, until 7 p.m. 7:30 p.m. Flash flooding warning is in effect. Northern, eastern, central, and southern sections of Jefferson County until 6:45 p.m. And again, I showed this earlier, some 15, 16, maybe 17 inches of rain over towards Hampshire, Fannett. Port Acres, close to a foot, I believe. Yep, and back over towards Port Arthur in this swath of very heavy rainfall, around 11 inches. Again, this is radar estimates. Eastern sections of Hardin County, southern Jasper, southern Newton counties under a flash flood warning until 7 p.m. And we've seen some 10, 11, 12 inches up and around Buna this afternoon and morning. And as you can see, northern sections of, say, Jasper County and back over in and around, let's say, Danby, between Danby and Jasper, swath of rainfall of 11, 12, maybe 13 inches of rainfall. This is all being caused by these upper level disturbances. You can see the upper level low over towards the southwestern U.S. is going to lob these disturbances every so often our way. And one of these disturbances will bring us another round of shower and thunderstorm activity with the potential for heavy rainfall. Next one coming in tomorrow around noontime. Another one tomorrow night, but it looks like the best threat for heavy rainfall is going to be Wednesday into Thursday as this disturbance gets pinched off across Texas. Then we see the light at the end of the tunnel. It may be coming this weekend with reduced rain chances, and then it's going to be suddenly summer as we head towards Monday and Tuesday of next week. Otherwise, rain moving out of our area tonight, and it looks like we get that break. Now look what Futurecast does. This is rapid refresh modeling, and here comes our next round tomorrow, late morning, early afternoon. We get a break by mid-afternoon, and then another round is on the horizon that will likely arrive coming up tomorrow night late, say after about 8, 9 o'clock in the evening. On the Gulf tomorrow, choppy seas around 2 to 4 feet with a southeast wind. Our forecast tonight, a 70% coverage of evening showers. Those will be winding down. And then tomorrow, 70 to 80% coverage. Again, heavy rainfall is possible right on through tomorrow. Red bar day. Again, rounds, not continuous, but rounds of heavy rainfall likely through Tuesday. A red bar day on Wednesday, a 90% coverage, and a red bar day on Thursday. These are the days we're going to have to really watch as that disturbance makes its closest trek to us. That we could see very, very heavy rainfall, torrential rainfall and flooding. Friday back down to a 70% coverage. Let me get out of the way. Saturday and Sunday still respectable scattering of showers and storms, but we probably will get out of the heavy flooding rainfall event, more hit and miss type shower activity. But those high temperatures start really warming up, and it may feel like suddenly summer as we head towards maybe the middle part of next week. Could see highs in the mid 80s.